Now we are going to build a simple sample strategy. This is going to show you the process of trial and error that a trader must go through when developing his or her own strategy. So what you'll see here is I grabbed a few indicators that I think will work well for our strategy. You'll notice we've got the RSI down here and Bollinger Bands applied to the price above. So what we're going to do here is a simple trading strategy is we are going to say that if price closes outside of the Bollinger Bands as well as extends past these levels on the RSI, we have a very stretched price and we will try to trade it back in the direction that it came from. So this is going to be a counter trend trading example. Like we showed you earlier, there are trading strategies that go with the trend, such as the moving average, crossover, and breakout trading, but this will be an example of a counter trend trade. So first, what we'll do is we're going to use this vertical line to look for our setup. And I'll show you an example of what our setup is. Notice here, price did close below our Bollinger Band, but we didn't quite have an extension on the RSI saying oversold. Even though it would have been a great trade, we did not take that one because it did not fit our plan. Here, though, you'll see that we had an overbought indication on the RSI. Notice we're also using the RSI 4 period rather than the default 14. This is much faster and will give us more extensive readings on the shorter term, but it can be useful for getting in and out of trades quicker. So you'll notice we had an extension that closed above the Bollinger Band's upper band, as well as an overbought indication on the RSI. This would be a case that we would take a short position. So we would take a short position here, and our target could be one of two places in this strategy. But for simplicity, I'm going to make our target the middle Bollinger Band. Some traders prefer to use the Bollinger Band, the lower Bollinger Band as an exit tool, but I'm going to use just the middle band. This is really going to be a simple scalp on the counter trend side. So when we have this bar close, on the very next bar, we're going to take a short position. So you can see we took a little bit of heat on the trade, but eventually rolled over and made a nice profit, and that is roughly 666 points, which is about 67 pips. So again, we did not close below here, so we did not take a trade. We did not close here, but we did close here. And what we'll see is on the RSI, we also had an indication that it was overbought. So again, we would have taken another sell trade. So on the very next bar, we would open a position short. And in this case, if we were going for the middle Bollinger Band, we would have had a 113 pip gain. So let's go ahead and find another one. Here we didn't close below. We did get a stab through the lower Bollinger Band, but we didn't quite close. And our strategy is only when it closes below. Here's one where we took a little bit more heat on the trade. You'll see we closed above the upper Bollinger Band, indicating that we would have taken a short position. As you'll notice, down below, we also had an overbought reading on the RSI. So in combination, that would have been a sell trade. And what we'll do here is we would have opened on the next position, and this would have gone against us a little bit. We had an 89 pip drawdown, if you remember that term from early in the course. If not, you should go back and review that. Essentially, the trade went against us, and we were down 89 pips at one point. But eventually the price rolled over and mean reverted back to this middle Bollinger Band, which gave us about a 20 pip gain. So we can go on and on doing this. This is a simple strategy that does very well in a choppy market or a sideways market. So that is something to keep in mind. Sometimes certain trading strategies will work better in certain market dynamics than others. So with that in mind, let's talk about how we can test our trading strategy. We're going to go ahead and get into that in the very next clip, so stay tuned.